Hey everyone, welcome. My name is Dana, and today we're going to focus on the shoulder. We're going to do some of these exercises with a prop. If you have it at home, we're going to use a 1 pound weight. No more than 2 pounds for these exercises today. If you don't have a weight, you can grab a can, even a water bottle might work. I'm also going to use a brick for my head. If you don't have a brick, 2 books will work really well, or a pillow, something for supporting your head once we get there. Let's start on our hands and knees today. Take your time. Spread those fingers apart underneath your shoulders, knees wide underneath your hips. Soften your elbows a little bit. Close the eyes, big inhale into the belly space. Let the belly, the organs fall to the mat. Exhale, soften back towards spine, breathe out the mouth. Inhale, letting the belly release. Easy shoulders. Exhale, hug belly to spine. Create that contraction. Last one. So the bones stay in place. The abdomen releases to the mat. The exhale lifts the abdomen up. Once you finish that last exhale, I want you to breathe and hold the belly around the spine. Keeping the elbows zipped in by your sides, you're going to take a tiny bend of the elbows. Shoulders are wide, heart lifts a little forward to the front of your mat. Exhale, press the floor away, hugging belly to spine, extending the elbows long. And we're going to do that again for 8 more. Inhale, exhale, extend. Now, if your shoulders don't love this, 2 things: make it smaller. And if that doesn't help much at all, I want you to just hold. I want you to stay in that long supported position. So finding the variation that works for you today, we're looking for support, stability, and ease. 2. Last one. Hold it here, hug belly to spine. You're going to walk your hands a little bit in front of you, and then you're going to send your butt back, reaching out your arms and your butt at the same time in opposition. My seat will not hit my heels, and that's okay. So just feel that length of your lats, breathing into that length, breathing into that stretch, hugging abdomen around you. One more breath, reach even longer through your arms. And then come back up to hands and knees. Once you're there, you're going to take a moment sending the shoulders down the back, and then you're going to let the shoulder blades come together in the back body, and then you're going to press the floor away. Now, your belly is still zipped to your spine. Good. And you're moving your shoulder blades. So you're not letting your head do all the movement. And you're not letting your back do all the movement. You're really moving your scapula together and apart. Retracting and protracting the shoulder blades together and apart. One more time. Good. Come down onto your elbows, palms face the floor. Same exact movement. Hug belly to spine, send the shoulders down the back. Let the shoulder blades come together and come apart. Now that we're on the elbows, it's going to be smaller. And really noticing again, how do you keep your abdomen supporting your spine as you move through the shoulder girdle. 2. Last one. Come somewhere in between so your shoulders are not collapsed and are not overly pressing. Hug belly to spine. Now you're going to round your spine. You're going to tuck the tail. You're going to let your head reach in between your elbows, pushing the floor away. Shoulders slide around the ribs. And then inhale, lift your heart forward to your thumbs. Take a little back bend, pressing the floor away still with those elbows. And do it again. Exhale, round, pushing from the elbows, rounding through the spine, opening up the shoulder girdle. And then inhale, lift the heart forward, pull the heart to the thumbs. 3 more. Exhale, feeling the activation through the hands, through the forearms, into the back of your shoulder girdle. And inhale, lift the heart, hug belly to spine, take a back bend through the back line. 2, exhale, round. Good work, you guys. This is not easy. These are small controlled movements that ask us to really pay attention, to bring our awareness to our alignment, and to the use of our body. Last one. So take your time with it. Be easy on yourself. Lifting the heart forward and stay. Pull your head towards your fingertips and then push from your elbows. Send your butt back to your heels. Keep pushing out the elbows. Pull forward, push back. And so we're working through our lats. We're working through the outside of the shoulder, and we're really active through our core. So we're not letting the core just relax now that we're working in our upper back, of course, too. And last one. Push all the way back. Now you can release the elbows and take a child's pose. Good work. You deserve it. Toes together, knees apart. Reaching the arms forward. Rock yourself side to side, letting the shoulders relax for a moment. Good. Easy through the hips, easy through the breath. Coming back into center. I want you to come back up onto your hands and knees. And you're just going to twist now. So spreading your left hand underneath your shoulder, open your right arm to the right, and then push into your shins as you twist open through the heart. To the right. Breathe here, big stretch. One more breath. Now you're going to lace your right hand underneath your left armpit. And you're going to come all the way down to the right shoulder if it feels good. Breathe here, 3 breaths. Push into your shins, hug belly to spine. And then push up and out and reach back into your twist. 2 breaths here. Press into your shins. Let the ribs do the mobility. And then twist again. So you don't have to come all the way down to your shoulder if you feel tight. You can stay in this twist with your head lifted. Sometimes it makes it even harder. So see where you're at today. What I don't want is any collapsing. So see if you can keep yourselves up and out of the collapse, whatever that means. So maybe you don't come to your ear, maybe you do, but you're still reaching in 2 directions the whole time. Last one. Stay in your twist once you're there. Breathe. If it feels good, keep your head on the floor. Reach your left arm forward. Take a big stretch through the left side of the body. Push into your shins. Make sure those hips are still on top of the knees. And then bring your left hand underneath you again. Push up. Take a counter twist and lower back down. Good. Other side. Beautiful work. Take your time. I'm just going to flip around. You stay where you are. Inhale, lift your left arm up. Reach, breathe into it. Push into your shins. 1 more breath. And the same thing we did on the other side. Lace your hand underneath that armpit. Maybe you come to the shoulder, maybe you don't. And then press all the way up. Hug belly to spine. Extend, reach. And then twist. Use your breath, find it. Push into the shins, reaching up. 3 more. Inhale. 2 breaths at the top. Hug belly to spine, and then exhale, twist. Pushing into the shins, reaching up. Big inhale. Big exhale. Last one, reaching up. I want you to breathe 2 breaths, reach even further, and then come into your twist. And we'll see how it feels on this side. It might feel different. Keep those hips in center. And then maybe rest on that left ear and reach your right arm forward, pushing into the shins, creating some opposition through the whole line of the body here. 1 more breath, big stretch, big reach. Abdominals are connected. And then take that right hand underneath your right shoulder, press up, take a counter twist, and reaching back. Good. Grab your brick or whatever you have for your head. We're going to come to our side, stacking up on your left side. So your brick will go underneath your head. You can see how it feels best to support you. Your shoulders are stacked up. Your hips are stacked up. And then once you're there, take your right arm up to the ceiling, hug belly to spine. So as I said before, we don't need the weight. See what you feel like you need today. Bend your elbow, take your hand to your shoulder, big circles. Imagine you have a pen on your elbow and you're drawing circles on the sky. And then reverse the circle, warming it up. Good. We're going to use our own hands just to palpate our body as we move. So grab your weight, and you can take your weight onto that right hand. Take your left hand into your right armpit. Feel that right armpit in your left hand. Notice it, feel it. And so now when we spin the hand, it's going to face the floor. We're going to reach the arm overhead, long arm, and you'll notice the movement of your scapula underneath your left hand here, and I want you to feel that. Reach out of the arm, but plug the shoulder into the back. Beautiful. And then exhale, lift the arm back up. The palm faces the wall in front of you. Hug belly to spine. Do it again, rotating. And I find that my hand just resting in my armpit gives me enough sensation to really notice what's happening and to connect a little deeper into my muscles, into my lats here. Reaching long and reaching up. We don't want the shoulder to collapse the ear, of course. So we want to keep that space in between the shoulder and the ear really long and work through the side of our body. One more time. We're getting more mobility. And if this is small to start, that's okay. Please listen to your body. Arm comes back up to the sky. Stay here with your hand in your armpit if you can stand it. And then you're going to reach your arm in front of your shoulder, just right in front. And then you're going to exhale, reach back up to the sky. Easy to let ourselves collapse forward. You're going to see if you can keep the top of the arm reaching back. So if you'd like to do as I am, pressing into the humeral head here, the top of the arm as the arm comes forward, you can try that. I think it's useful. 2 more. And like I said, we're making this small. We're not using a lot of weight so that we can really feel the connections, feel our alignment, and keep it. 1 more. Good. Take a breath. Hand can rest in the armpit or at the top of the shoulder, you decide. Taking your arm right in front of the shoulder now. You're going to take a breath. You're going to lower down, lift up an inch. And I like to keep my hand at the top here because I want to keep that space. See if that feels useful for you today. For 5, really long elbow. Feel the back of the body supporting this movement. If it feels like too much with the weight, take the weight off. 2 and 1. Lifting the arm up, hold. Hand goes back into the armpit, arm reaches overhead on a diagonal. So it's not all the way to the ear, on a diagonal. Shoulder rests down the back. You're going to bend the elbow so the fingertips reach to the floor. Exhale, shoot long. Triceps will feel it. Shoulder drops down. Keep your hand in your armpit to really plug that shoulder blade down the back. 5 more. Exhale, extend. Hitting that tricep right here at that long extension, and you really feel it. I really hope you do because I do. And you're going to find that your shoulder is going to want to fatigue and you're not going to let it roll out of the joint. You're going to keep it connected. 2. Beautiful. Last one. Reach the arm up, release your weight. Take your hand back to the shoulder and make a big circle again. Breathing it out. And then reverse. Take your time. We'll come up to sit. Grab your brick or whatever you have for your head and come around to the other side. Stack yourself up. Grab your weight for later. And see if you can feel the shoulders stack, the knees stack. Resting your head on your prop. Noticing the alignment before you move. Good. Extending the left arm up to the sky. Bending the elbow, hand goes on the shoulder. Big circles as if you had a pen on that elbow. And you're drawing circles on the sky. And you're warming it up. And then reverse the circle. Keeping your abdominals connected and your breath supporting you. And then take a pause. Grab your weight. Take the weight into your hand. And then you're going to extend the arm up to the sky. Now, take your right hand into your armpit just like you did on the other side. Try not to hit my mic. Palm faces towards the floor. Hug belly to spine. You're going to rotate as you reach the arm overhead. It doesn't have to go so far, as long as your elbow stays long. And then exhale back up. Palm faces the wall. Inhale, reach, hug belly to spine. Exhale back up. And notice this side is going to feel different. We always have a more dominant side. And I want you to notice if you can really get that drop and glide of the scapula down into your hand. So you feel the mobility and that length from your shoulder blade to your fingers. One more time. Good. Pause there. Take a breath. Now you're going to reach the hand in front. And if you'd like to switch to your fingers in front of the humeral head, you can. Hand goes right in front of the shoulder. Exhale, reach back up. Hug belly to spine. Your hand is there to just remind the arm to stay broad, your back to stay broad. And see if you can keep that elbow really long for 4, 3, palpating your own body to really give yourself some cues, some alignment. Last one. Good. Breathe. Inhale, exhale, arm comes in front of you. Little lift, little lower. Little lift, little lower. Make it small. Shoulder stays broad. Hand can rest wherever you need it to remind you to stay open through your clavicles. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful work. Lifting the arm up. Take a breath. Hand goes back into your armpit. Reach the arm overhead. Drop the shoulder away from the ear. Long diagonal. Bend so the fingertips reach to the floor. Exhale, extend. You might have to grip your weight if you have a hand weight like I do. I want you to really get long through that tricep and then plug the top of the arm deeper into the back. So we're going for that diagonal, that extension through the tricep, but the shoulder stays down the back. 3 more. You got it. Keep breathing. 2. Last one. Reach. Arm lifts up. Take the weight away. Take your hand back to the shoulder. Big circles. Ease it out. Good work, you guys. And then reverse. Good. Taking the brick away. Coming back to hands and knees when you're ready. Swinging your toes underneath. And then take a pause, inhale, soften the elbows a little bit. Exhale, hug belly underneath you, and then you're gonna hover the knees off the mat a few inches. Hinge forward an inch, hinge back an inch. Shoulders are broad, press wide into the fingertips, not just the wrists. Hugging belly to spine. 5, shoulders stay connected. Heart lifts forward, abdominals are connected. Last one. Breathe, lower the knees down, lift up. Lower, tap, lift 3 inches up. Soften the elbows, find your breath, easy neck. 4, 3, lift from your abs. 2, and 1, lower the knees down, child's pose. Beautiful work today. Reaching the arms long, resting the forehead on the mat. Bringing yourself up to sit. Taking your time, close the eyes, rest your hands on top of your legs. Draw the shoulders down the back. Feeling the activation of your shoulders here. Opening the eyes. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll see you next time.